you everybody for coming out and showing your support. I thought that being in front of the Little Red Schoolhouse was probably very fitting because 105 years ago my grandmother started teaching in a one-room schoolhouse in Lee County. Her contract was for $50 a month, and teacher must do own janitorial work, and it's only for the 9 months. So we've come a long ways since then. One of the things that I found in the papers were letters from the County Superintendent of Schools to her saying she needed to register her certificate for $1 a year. And that county superintendent, if you go all the way back, would have been one of my predecessors. Because the counties, there was 102 county superintendents, then it went to so many regional superintendents, now we're down to 35 regional offices of education. I am currently regional superintendent for Lee, Ogle, and Whiteside County. I started in the regional office in 2003 in Whiteside, and I was there for 8 years as the assistant, and then in 2011 I got elected to become Regional Superintendent of Schools for Whiteside County just in time to not get paid for 5 months. So it was an interesting time, but we made it through that with the help of my family and all of my friends. We made it through that 5-month period. Everything worked out well in the end. One of the things, though, that we had to do was, in order to get us paid, was we had to consolidate from 44 to 35. And Whiteside County was the biggest of the 9 smallest, so we had to combine. And nobody really wanted to combine with anybody because it was just more work and no extra money. But there's somebody in the crowd here, and where's she at? Amy Jo? Amy Jo Clemens was the regional superintendent for Lee Ogle, and she came to me and she said, Bob, we work together all the time anyway. Why don't we go ahead and merge the 2 offices together? And I said, that'd be great, and I won't run against you. Which I didn't, because she left and went to go work for the state board. So I did run, and I got elected to be your regional superintendent for Lee, Ogle, Whiteside in 2015. And now all of a sudden it's time to run again. And I need your support this time. There's rumors out there that I might have opposition, nothing official, but there's rumors out there that I might. So I need all of your support. The merger of the regional offices went fantastic. With the help of Chris Palmer's here, he helped us out as my assistant. All of the people from Lee Ogle that merged with the people from Whiteside all came together, and they have done a fantastic job of combining the 2 offices. It wasn't me, it was all them. So if you don't mind, they worked their tails off every day to help all of the teachers, educators, administrators in Whiteside and Lee and Ogle counties. So if you want to give them a round of applause, please. And the other person that I want to bring up right now is walking towards me anyway.
No.
Yes.
No.
This is my wife of 38 years. This is Cindy. And if it wasn't for her support, there's no way I could get through this. I've also got my daughter Jenny, who's standing in the back of the truck back there. And she brought Dustin with her. Dustin's the guy that's just the small guy behind Amy Jo. And then my brother Ken is hiding in the back. And then I've got my son Ben, and I need Rose and Ryder need to come up just because we all need to see Ryder. So this right here is one of the main reasons that I'm running again. This young man lives in Lee County now. He's going to grow up to be a Dixon Duke. I knew Amy Jo would like that one, aren't you? Yeah.
Just a baby.
She's not going to make it.
Okay. As you know, there is a ton going on right now in our education system. We just finally got funding We have a new compliance system that's coming online that is going to be fantastic. It's going to be so much easier to use. We've got licensure. You can ask, where's Mary? You can ask Mary. She's our licensure expert. Licensure is changing literally on a daily basis. As we found out just yesterday, we had 2 evaluators evaluate 2 teachers one way, and then another evaluator evaluated another one a different way, and we couldn't get that one certificate. We finally had to call Tony McCombie. Tony McCombie, our representative, called State Board. State Board figured it out. All of a sudden, the next day, we had that license issued. So it's amazing when you have contacts, and Mary does a fantastic job in the licensure department. And the licensure does change constantly. So, I've used up my 15 minutes. Okay. So it is with that that I have decided that I will run for re-election as Regional Superintendent of Schools for Lee, Ogle, and Whiteside County.
Yeah, woo!
I really appreciate your support. I'm going to try to get 500 signatures. I need 183. I want to get at least 500. There's people going around. I can't pass petitions out till next week. So there's people walking around with clipboards. If you are willing to pass a petition for me, if I can get 50 people to pass petitions, and then all they have to do is get 10 people on that, that's 500. It's really no big deal. So if we can get 50 people to work together and get this done, it would be fantastic. So find them. Also, the Fiesta Days Parade is coming up on the 16th, and I will be riding my motorcycle back from Memphis, where I helped with Ken and I and a bunch of guys from the area raise money for St. Jude's Children's Hospital. And we're riding down there, leaving on Thursday and getting down there on Friday and coming back on Saturday. And with all your generosity, I have raised almost $2,500 for St. Jude's.
Yeah.
So that means that I will be on my motorcycle coming back when there's the Fiesta Days Parade. So Cindy said she would drive the Miata with the little signs on it, and I said, well, I would really like to have at least 10 or 15 people walk along with you. So if you would volunteer, awesome, to be in the parade with Cindy. There's another clipboard that Betty's got right there.
This is the parade one, it's orange.
If you have any questions on the campaign at all, right now you go to Betty until I get my campaign committee formed, but Betty is heading it up right now. Okay? So again, thank you very much for coming. Now what I'd really like to do is have everybody